Hey guys, Joe here. The introduction for this video is going to start inside and I'll explain why. Back in mid-January we had a polar vortex, kind of this giant Arctic chill that came across the United States. I don't know if it hit other countries or not, but through most of the US we had much colder temperatures than we'd normally have, even up in the north where we're used to having cold and snow and ice during winter. So I took this as an opportunity to go out and do another Frozen 100 round. I did one last year. I believe the temperature was at 7 degrees. I'd have to go look that up. But went out and did a 100 round, and I didn't do very well, as I recall. I think I scored around a 50. So with the Arctic chill coming through, I wanted to get out and do another Frozen 100 round, and I ended up doing two. What happened was I got the day wrong of which day was supposed to be the coldest, and I went out and did one, and then I found out the next day was going to be even colder, so I went out and did another one. And I was thinking about how I was going to put this together as a video, because I didn't want to post a video of a 100 round and then post another one right after, because those are basically going to be the same thing. So I had the thought of trying to run them together, and that's what we're going to do in this video. So essentially what we're going to have is a one-on-one, me against myself, with 23 hours separating the two. But what we'll jump to first here is I will show you the kind of the intro when I first got outside for both days, because that's when I show you the thermometer to show what the temperature is for that day. So we'll run through both of those, then we'll get to the slinging. Here's the intros. All right, guys. Holy heck, I don't know if I'm gonna get through this. Also, I'll take the gloves off for the slinging, just keeping them on to keep my hands good while we're here. And yeah, the thermometer's showing a little bit lower than that 5. I'm at -8 right now. See if I can get this on here. Yeah, there we go. -8.5, -9. So if we switch over to Celsius, -23. Okay, so it looks like we're leveling out right around that -9 and -23 Celsius. That's cold enough for me. All right, said I'll lose the gloves. Target's at 13 meters. Tennis balls, ice balls would have been cool, but I didn't have time to make them because I just didn't make any. And hopefully the camera keeps going. I'll keep checking it periodically, and I'll try to keep my yakking between buckets down to a minimum so I'm not out here super long. I hope my fingers hold up. Let me get rid of the gloves and we'll go. Alright guys, here we go with these Arctic 100 rounds. This one is part 2. I did one yesterday. Let's see if we can pick up our temp here. Trying to get it to register, it just takes it a long time because it's coming in from in the house. Okay, don't know how well this is going to pick up. We'll see. Actually, it's not picking up great at all. Please register. Is that showing? Right now it's at -12.1, 11.6. Let's go to Celsius. -24.5. And 12.8. Okay, so we got around -12 degrees. We got double digits, and around -24.5 on the Celsius scale. All right, we got that. This didn't do too well sitting out the whole time yesterday, so I'm going to throw it back in the house real quick. I'll be right back, and we'll sling. You can see on both of those we're working in some pretty cold temperatures there. So we're at day one, we're at -8 degrees Fahrenheit, or around -22 Celsius. And on the second day, we're at -12 Fahrenheit, or around -24 Celsius. So this is definitely the coldest I've been outside in shorts. But let's pull up our slinging over here. And let's check this out. I'll be watching the same thing right here.
Frozen 100 round, 100 round part 2. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, that's right. This is 13 meters, just like yesterday. That frozen target sounds cool.
You can see the light difference here. In the top one, it's about 8 o'clock in the morning, I think. And the bottom one, it's about 7 o'clock in the morning. And the reason for morning was to get out there when it was most cold, still light enough to sling. And the second one, the one at the bottom here, that I really wanted to make sure I was out as early as I could possibly be. There, I had a missed throw in the top one. That didn't happen as much as I thought with how cold it was. I didn't have a lot of dropped tennis balls, but they do happen. There's a few more coming.
First drop, I was doing real good.
I'll also admit, on both of these days, I started off way better than I expected to.
Nick? I gotta get these on quick just to save myself. This might be getting to my limit. My hands are so cold right now. Let me get these on for a little bit. It's like putting ice cubes into gloves. Let's see if we're still recording. Yep. Alright, we hit the balls. I was on a pretty crazy run there till I got that drop. Are we still recording? We're still recording. I hate to say this, but just to try to prolong this, I think I am going to put the gloves back on to pick the balls up. I mean, if they were just going to be picking them up like normal, I wouldn't worry about it, but because they're going to be covered with snow, I want to try to keep that off my hands. Holy heck, guys. Yesterday was cold. Today is worse. Even just that. It's probably only like 4 degrees colder, but it's ripping the warmth out of my body. All right. I wish I was on bucket number 5, but bucket number 2. Let's go. All right, not too bad. I think I was 14 or maybe 15 on target. The one I caught the edge, I don't remember how far it went up. That might have been 15. Let's see what I do with balls that are covered with snow now.
Yeah, there's more talk on that topic of the cold difference. That second day was so cold. Another thing I'll note is I wasn't fully recovered either from day one. One thing I had was my fingers got kind of a numbness in them. And my index finger and my pointer finger for my sling hand, the release, that was still on the very tips. They were a little bit numb on that second day at the start.
I don't know where it went. Oh, down there.
There's another miss, or a drop ball rather.
There we go. Okay. Started to find it at the end there, but wow, that was terrible. We're still alive. Okay. Camera's still going. Alright, yeah. I wish to say other than this is tougher than yesterday. This might be a bad idea. Oh well, let me get these balls. Alright, that's pretty good. I think that was another 15 or better. How's our recording doing? Still recording? Right now, I think I feel like, I don't remember yesterday, but just the way my arms kind of feel, they're starting to turn pink. I think I feel like I did at the end of the one yesterday. But bucket number 3, let's get past this halfway mark. This is pretty bad out here, I'll say. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up. My skin's starting to turn pink. I mean, I'm not shivering because I do a lot of cold exposure, so my body's kind of used to this. But this is just such an extreme here right now that, I'm not really able to react. Well, if I was out here in t-shirt and shorts permanently, obviously I would freeze to death. All right, bucket number 3. We'll be past the halfway mark. Yeah, I've got permanent ice now. I can't wipe it out. I'd like to do even better.
Yeah, and that on both days, ice developed in my goatee just from my breathing, and it was locked in there. I couldn't brush it out at all. Also, that was funny. It was the same moment on both days that I remarked about my skin turning pink from the cold. I didn't know that till the editing, and that was pretty funny.
A bad release there.
That was another thing that just kind of turned out that way. I mentioned a bad release, and that was on that day, but right at the same time in the editing of the video, down my second day, I completely dropped the ball, so those just kind of lined up, coincidentally in a funny way.
I definitely get worse as the bucket goes on. Seem to be averaging 1 drop per bucket. Whew. Glad that last one hit. Not much else to say. I think that bucket was, that was 11 on target. I'll verify here. Let me make sure. Still going. Phone's doing good. Let me go get him.
I was worried about the phones shutting, not phones. I was worried about my phone shutting off in that cold.
All right, I'm rocking this 100 round. Although lowest Dianas, I think that bucket only got a couple Dianas, maybe 3. But I think I only missed like 2 or 3 on target. All right, past the halfway mark, just 2 buckets left. I think I can make it. Whew. All right, this one takes the cake. This is the most difficult cold challenge I've done. Every month I do a full moon hike, and the last one I did in shorts and a t-shirt. It was 27 degrees out. That was for the wolf moon. It's back on, I think it was the 13th of this month. When I did that, that took #1 spot for toughest cold exposure. Then yesterday's round took #1. This one, I got 2 rounds left. This one already has it. This is the toughest. All right, I'm at Bucket number 4. Yeah, because I passed halfway. Bucket number 4. Cold's getting to my brain, guys. This is... Well, I'm slinging them okay. Going out to collect balls is tough. My fingers are starting to get numb at the tips. Trying to get some blood into them. All right, bucket number 4. Let's jump right in. Okay. Hold this target hitting. All right. See, I think that might have just grazed the edge of the target, but I didn't hear anything.
It did.
Because I thought I saw it change direction.
And I'll reiterate what I was saying there before too, that the actual slinging, the loading's the hard part there, but walking out to pick the balls up, that was just such a pain in that cold. Because mentally it's boring, so all I could do was think about the cold.
Oh. I feel like I don't have control of my hands.
Yeah, and that one on the second day, my left hand was really getting so just,
Barely load the
like super numb fingers.
Need this hit. Yes. Okay.
Small victories.
I don't know if that's going to help or not. I don't know if that'll help or not. All right. Let's make sure we're still rolling here. I feel like I got way too much ice in my face. I think I can do one more round. One more bucket. 2 more. Let's go. Wish I would have got a hit at the end there. But holy moly, that was a Diana round. 8 Dianas maybe?
8 Dianas.
One more round of this craziness. Okay. Whew. Let's make sure we're still recording. Yeah. I'm proud of the phone. It's holding up. All right, no yakking. Let me get the ball. That same thing as yesterday. Like right around under my belly button. Gets real cold, gets numb. Feels like I got punched in the stomach. But all right, I'm so glad I'm in the last bucket. Just trying to get some blood down on my hands. Let's make sure we're rolling. We'll do this last one. Okay. All right, Arctic Chill. We're on bucket number 5. Arctic Chill 100 round, part 2. Let's go.
I'm so done.
The gloves help so much. To be honest, I probably wouldn't be able to do it without using gloves to pick the balls up, because my hands are pretty cold. If I was reaching down in the snow 80 times, it would have been now. My stomach's cold. I actually feel like I got punched in the gut because it's numb. Last round, let's do it. Or not last round, last 2 rounds, last bucket.
Yeah, there was another thing about my stomach being cold. That was another one. I said it basically at the same time on both days and didn't realize it until I was editing.
That's what I want. Oh.
Yeah, that day 2 is getting so tough by this point. There's another drop there. You can see on that day 2, my sling speed has dropped so much.
Hey. There we go.
There's rounds. On the first day, it has a little bit, but I'm still getting them out there pretty quick.
Diana. Oh. Damn it. Diana. There we go. Diana. Last one, guys. There we go. Last one, guys. The Frozen 100 round 2025. Damn it. Second last one was a Diana, though. All right, big four. Go grab that thermometer. We'll try to get one more reading. End with a D. How's that? Okay, score will be on the screen. I have no idea what I got. I got quite a good bit of Dianas, though. Way more than I would have expected. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'm at 100, but I bet I'm not too far off there. I mean, if I had to guess, I'd say I did have some rounds that weren't super great. High 80s, low 90s maybe. But all right, let me go grab the thermometer and show you guys that real quick to see our final temp.
All right, so I'll finish up here, and then these guys can finish off the video. Just a couple final thoughts. This was, especially that second day, I know I've mentioned a couple times, that was so tough, that cold. Really got, especially by that last bucket, it was just like so much of a, kind of like a tunnel vision. It was just like, throw the balls out there, just get them out there. Because, you know, I was just not in any danger of frostbite or dying or anything like that. But, you know, my mental capacity was just, I don't even know how to explain it. It was just like on the task. I don't have the mental power to think about anything else. The other big surprise, and this again, because I don't know the scores when I'm out there, because just I've tried to keep track sometimes for 100 rounds and I just get lost. But when I got the 100 points for that day one, that was super exciting. I know when I was editing and putting the score in, and I saw I was getting up higher, I was like, maybe I got a chance at 100, and I was so worried I was going to get a 99 and miss the 100 by 1 point. That would have been so upsetting. But I was real glad to see that 100 and to end on a Diana too. That was real cool. That's it. I hope this video format kind of works with the two videos. I guess everyone will have to watch it twice or something. Just kidding. I do like how it came together to show the 2 days and a real back-to-back comparison. Oh, I didn't mention the second day they're getting up over 70 points. That was a surprise to me too, and I was happy about that. You know, like just slightly over a 7 average for 10 rounds in a row out in that cold. Yeah, that was so tough. Although, if we ever get another Arctic chill here, you know, another polar vortex coming through, 100% I will be out there doing this again, because it's tough, but it's also kind of exhilarating and a good time. You just need a day to recover afterward to get your body fully warmed up. Oh, I hadn't mentioned that. After coming in, you know, my body did have a big chill to it. It was about 2-3 hours for me to get fully warmed up. I mean, I don't have a thermometer. I didn't take my temperature or anything, but just that chill that I felt took a few hours for that to go away. But let's go to day one and get the outro. Then we'll go to day two. Cheers, guys. Hope you enjoyed.
Okay. There we are. I don't know if this one's showing up as well. It did warm up a little bit. It's -6 now. And -21.1 Celsius. All right. Frozen 100 round complete. Like I said, the score will be on the screen there. Duh, you'll see it. But stay cold, guys. Cheers. Just like before, it was in the house. So we need to get it. Help get it down to temp. Hope that's showing up okay. Yeah, negative 10.5, negative 11 for Celsius. Negative 3.9. So yeah, we're at like Fahrenheit, like negative 10, negative 11 still. It says negative 11 now. And for Celsius, negative 24.2. That's it, guys. Cheers. Stay cold. I'm getting out of the cold and warming up because my hands are frozen. My core is frozen. It was fun, though. I'm glad the Arctic chill came around, so I got to do this. Cheers, guys.